welcome or welcome back to Cindy's Guidance. I'm Cindy and I'm here to give you another message from Spirit. So I've just been meditating right now, asking what the message is that's most important to share with you. And today is, here we go, ready? Why do you think you're off track? Why do you think you made the wrong choice? Why do you think you have made the wrong decision? Everything that you ever do is what you do is because you do it, right? So there's no right or wrong, but yet we try and label things as right or wrong. I got into that relationship and that was a wrong decision. No, it wasn't. It was for your growth. I turned down that street instead of going down this street and I was 5 minutes late to work, but you could have avoided an accident. So it wasn't the wrong decision. It's just that's the way your soul guided you. So this whole idea in our head is that our ego says life should look like this, right? We should be able to avoid the pain. We should be able to be smart enough to not make bad decisions. We should have the emotional intelligence to learn from mistakes. We should have it together, right? You should have life together. And when you get to a certain age, you should have emotional maturity about you so that you don't do anything wrong. But it doesn't work that way, okay? Life is about ups and downs, backwards and forwards. Like, you can't get everything right because it's not supposed to be right. That's just a construct. That's just a societal norm. That's just the way that the world looks at each other. What one person can think is a good decision, someone else can think is a bad decision. That's just perception. That's just experiences. That's life. Like, that's just completely a different topic altogether. But this is talking about you're never on the wrong path. You thinking that you're on the wrong path is just your ego, because you are on the path. You're on the path because you're on the path, which means you're on the path. It's not right or wrong. It's just that's where you are. So if you're in a job that you don't necessarily love and it's not your soul's calling, it doesn't mean you're on the wrong path. It just means that's where you're at. Through awareness, through self-reflection, through looking at traumas, through looking at childhood patterns, through looking at conditioning and beliefs that you've got in your mind, and things that you uncover and unpack, you might decide to quit that job and go do something else. It doesn't ever mean that it was wrong for you to do that job because you learned from it. You had soul growth. You had friendships. You had relationships. You had intellectual knowledge that you downloaded. You had things that you learned. You have a new skill set. You have different locations, all these things happened in your life because of that job. Even if it's not what you think you should or shouldn't be doing, it's what you're doing because you're doing it. Does this make sense? It's like the main message they're trying to get through to you is that you are right now in life where you are is because you are. You can't be anywhere else because this is where you are. And it's taking the pressure off yourself to feel like it should be something else. It should look a different way. It should feel a different way. Your life changes on the outside when you change on the inside. But that's only through self-reflection. That's through awareness. That's through sitting with your shit. That's through being triggered by people and looking at what does this make me feel, not projecting onto someone else. Well, you did this and you made me feel that and you. No, that's projection. The moment you get upset and triggered and start feeling negative emotion, that's the calling to look within because you feel that negative emotion for a reason. It's 99 times out of 100, it's childhood trauma. That's just what it is. And you have to start on the path of looking at what that means for you. Were you always in trouble as a child for doing the wrong thing because you were doing what someone else wanted you to do instead of doing what you wanted to do? Like, that is a huge belief system that millions of children are carrying around who are now adults. I didn't do what someone wanted me to do, and now I'm in trouble because I didn't meet their needs over my own needs. Right? There's so many ways that this can go. But the message from Spirit today is you are where you are because that's where you are. It's not looking at it from a place of... You can look at it from anger, frustration, disappointment. All those lower vibrations is usually what gives rise to a midlife crisis. It gives rise to okay, I've had enough of this, I've had enough of them, I've had enough of this job, I've had enough of this way of living, I've had enough of this diet, I've had enough of being this way. And then you then have the perception and the awareness shift to then choose to go a different way. It's all part of the journey of life. You can't get it wrong, you can't get it right, okay? That's the message from today. You can't get it wrong, you can't get it right. You are where you are because that's where you are, okay? And that's going to make sense to who it needs to make sense to. So like, subscribe, share this with anyone who thinks they'll also understand the message, because yeah, if you get it, you get it. You are where you are because that's where you are. Bye guys.